Hey guys. Oh, you probably can't see me if I'm way over here. I come to you from the floor because I am doing two things at once. I am wrapping Christmas presents and I'm going to talk about this. Looking for Alaska. I mentioned it yesterday that I just finished it, had a night to sleep on it, think about it, that sort of thing. Ooh. Transformers wrapping paper. Yes, I'm a geek. Actually, my sister got this for me last year to wrap presents with, and I just never used it all up. So anyways, Looking for Alaska. Two things I wanted to talk about when it came to that book. Where'd my tape go? The two main themes I took from the book were, and this could be totally off the rocker and not even closely what the author intended, but the two biggest things that I personally, and this again might be my personal take on things, took from it was falling in love with the crazy girl and why we do it. Yeah, that's kind of a recurring theme. Actually, that's kind of a two-part. Not only the crazy girl, but the crazy girl who's, well, hold on, who's taken. So that was the first thing I personally kind of took from it. And why, especially if you're not quite crazy. And by crazy, you kind of have to have read it. One of the main characters, Alaska. Moody's not quite the right word. Just real super high energy one second, and then real mellow, almost asleep next. And I think for some of us that is really attractive because, you know, it's the things you aren't. You know, not all of us can maintain that super high energy all the time. Some of us have had it, you know, beaten out of us by the world in general for too long. So that's something that we find very attractive. And you kind of end up just attracted to that, you know. Everyone kind of falls for the crazy girl. Or guy, I guess. Could go either way. And how that ends up working is not always so great because while the crazy is awesome when it's awesome, you always get the downside, which is when it's not awesome. It's really not awesome. Really bad at wrapping presents, by the way. Yes. And so that was the first part of it. It's even harder when said crazy girl is already taken, which has probably happened to a few people. It's a recurring theme in my life. Yeah, so that was kind of the first theme. Let's see if my eyeball plan here works. Point two to bring up about wrapping presents. I do not have tape. Well, I do have tape, but none of it is wrapping presents appropriate tape. So I found a rather ingenious, I think, solution to this. Saran wrap. And some of you are really laughing right now because you know what else I do with saran wrap. But this is just Christmas presents, I swear. Nothing of a... My family expects me to be weird. They accept it. It's cool. They know me there. So we wrap it up so you can't see what it is. And then we're going to wrap it in this cool... This is like waterproof coating. So that if it rains tomorrow or something, God, like that, see, look, that's kind of interesting. Not every day you get a saran wrap book for Christmas. One down, one to go. That's the other one. That was for my littlest sister. This is for my middle sister. Yay. And luckily for once I'm remembering to take price tags off. Wow, this is really turning out a lot more disjointed than I expected. But, so yeah, the crazy girl. And the taken girl, which can also be the crazy girl, just depends. It gets really hard, especially in this book. It's very particularly personal for me, is the one that's taken but very, I guess flirtatious is kind of the word. That seems almost like oversimplifying it. So, you know, oh yeah, if I didn't have a boyfriend, I'd totally be after you. Like, if you're a girl and you're hearing me say this, don't ever say that to a guy. That's just like, it's like calling us sweet. We just might be true, but it's kind of like basically like, yeah, not good. Ooh, look out! 1 second. So anyways, yeah, those were the two things. I think I'm bouncing around a lot, and this is going to be a lot of fun in post-production. That the crazy girl, the reasons we fall for her. And when I say we, I guess I mean me, because I really can't speak for anyone else as far as these sort of things go. But I remember a time when I was super crazy and high energy, and kind of miss it, which sucks. I mean, welcome to the roller coaster that is life. Like, can't always be up, and I think someone who is apparently always up, maybe you're attracted to that. I'm actually probably going to cut a lot of that out. But anyways, so sorry, this is taking a lot of concentration and lip biting if you can't tell. Two incredibly oddly wrapped Christmas presents. Yay. So, they're gonna laugh at me so hard when I give them these, but whatever. Like I said, they've come to expect this sort of thing. So, saran wrap comes in handy. Wow, this is actually saran wrap I usually use Meyer brand. We will not talk about how many rolls of saran wrap I own or what I do with them besides wrapping Christmas presents, just for the sake of little viewers and those of you who don't know me quite that well yet. So I've rambled a little bit here and there, very disjointedly about this. The second big theme in the book is loss. That's really oversimplifying it, but you know, like someone dying, someone really important to you dying. It's not something I've had to deal with, so that's pretty cool. That I don't have personal experience in that. I kind of wonder if maybe it's a bad thing that nothing like that's ever happened to me, because I'm not sure if you deal better with it as you get older or worse, and what kind of way that changes your perspective. But we'll see. Obviously I have lost people, but not in their dead sense, just grown apart, whatever. I mean, other minor themes in here, like, I don't know, the main character goes to a boarding school, which I went to public school all my life. I wouldn't even know what a boarding school was. Apparently it's kind of like college only for high school. Cool if you can afford that. Not me though. Pranking, never really got into pranks. Just wasn't really a big thing. I don't know. I don't know, it's interesting. It's a good book, pick it up either way. And yeah, that's it. I'm gonna go see if I can edit this into anything reasonable and somewhat coherent. Yay.